Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well today. First of all, sorry if my eye looks crazy. I had a little accident working on a project around the house. Word to the wise, always wear eye protection. But the topic of today's video is, are Jews God's chosen people? And what does the Bible have to say about it? I think it's important to keep in mind that the term Jew doesn't even show up in the Bible until 2 Kings. Now, at this time in the Bible, you've already had the stories of Adam and Eve, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, King Saul, King David, King Solomon. All of these people have come and gone before you see the term Jew. And God has also established his covenant with his people long before you see the term Jew. So the Bible doesn't actually say that Jews are God's chosen people. It says that Israel is God's chosen people. A lot of people conflate those two terms. The term Jew refers specifically to the tribe of Benjamin, the tribe of Judah, and the Levitical priests. Now, there are 12 tribes of Israel. So to say that Jews are God's chosen people are like saying that the Bill of Rights and the Constitution applies to all Floridians. It's true, but you miss a lot of context. So, for example, at the beginning of the book of James, when James says that he addresses his letter to the 12 tribes scattered abroad, the Jews are only 1/6 of the people he's writing his letter to. When Paul says, "It is my prayer that all of Israel shall be saved," the Jews are only 1/6 of the audience. When Christ says, "I have not come but for the lost sheep of the house of Israel," again, he is speaking to all of Israel. Now, what happened was a lot of the tribes ended up going into captivity, and in the Old Testament, the only few tribes that kept the laws, statutes, and commandments were the Jews, the tribe of Benjamin, the tribe of the tribe of Benjamin, the tribe of Judah, and the Levites. So what does it mean to be Israel? Because the Bible says that Israel is God's chosen people. It means to be in covenant with God. You know, in the Old Testament, Israel was the bloodline Israelites, but there were provisions made for people who weren't of the line of Israel. It says, these laws, statutes, and commandments are for the native born and the foreigners who sojourn amongst you. If they keep the law, statutes, and commandments, they will be considered as one of you. And then if you jump over into the New Testament in Ephesians 2, it says, you were once foreigners to the household of Israel, but through the blood of Christ, you are no longer foreigners and strangers. You are made nigh, and you are now one in the household of God. So what it's saying is that by accepting the blood of Christ, you become part of the nation of Israel. Romans 11 talks about this as well, with the grafting in of Gentiles. So the promise in the Bible, the covenant in the Bible, God's chosen people in the Bible is the nation of Israel. And by accepting Christ and by being in covenant with God, you are part of the nation of Israel. So I think it's a little misleading to say that the Jews are God's chosen people, because you leave out all the other tribes, you leave out all of the Gentiles who have accepted Christ. And biblically speaking, that's just not how it's written. So are the Jews God's chosen people? Yeah, they're part of Israel. They're 1/6. But I think it's important to understand that there's way more. And if you've accepted Christ, you are an heir to that promise. So that's all I have for today, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you have an abundantly blessed day, and we'll catch you next time.